Someone's foundation of manipulation is currently being destroyed.
Let's go ahead and start with this deck, Cosmic Insights deck. Just for like the overall energy of the situation, or see who or what we're dealing with here. Take it if it fits, leave it if it doesn't. I love you guys. Okay. Somebody's lacking intimacy. Okay, I just heard someone could be pulling back their intimacy. They could have been using this intimacy as a control tactic in the past with you, right? Or you're just like there's no chemistry anymore. Maybe because they've been using their actual energy as a control tactic here. And so now that it's like there's lost intimacy, okay? This person is pulling their intimacy back. Or maybe you pulled your intimacy back from them because you're tired of them controlling you. Yeah, they use it to create challenges for you. Or that's been the challenge. Maybe the sex dried up between you guys a while ago. Or something, and that's frustrating for someone, or both of y'all. What? Yes, that's what's going on here, okay? There's a lack of intimacy. I feel like the reason why there's a lack of intimacy, okay, they'll be back. Yeah, it's a narcissist. Okay, there's a narcissist energy who's been using it as some sort of control tactic, right? They think you're going to come back and they want to, okay. Or also, this is what I'm getting, collective. If you're the one holding back intimacy, this relationship you've been dealing with has had its ups and downs. It's been very challenging lately. This person could have to confess to you, that they took a risk with their health here, and so you're like, I'm not going to take a risk with my health. Maybe this person cheated, right? And then they came back. And you're starting to see them as narcissistic. Maybe before you didn't see these narcissistic tendencies in this person. But it's like I feel like they cheated, then they came back, and it's just not the same. And not only that, they have to tell you that they took a risk. They took a risk when it came to their health. They took a gamble. Your intuition is telling you about something that they lied about in the past, okay? They lied about this situation in the past, about someone else. Yeah, they could have told you that they turned someone down. But they really didn't turn someone down, okay? Is kind of what I'm getting here. But they keep coming back to you. Why do they keep coming back to you, right? It's like they're trying to bounce between you and someone else that they're telling you they're not bouncing between you and someone else. They're telling you no, but intuitively you know it's a yes, it's a challenge, and so there's no intimacy between you and this person. Yeah, you've closed your heart down. Collective, I feel like you don't have an open heart towards this anymore. You don't feel intimate towards this person anymore. Whatever, I feel like it's like this betrayal that you feel from this challenge has you not really even wanting to, you don't even want to be around this person really. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you don't really care to be around this person anymore. Yeah. Okay, your guardian angels could be telling you to be patient for a fire sign, with a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign. Give it time. There's something beautiful. Maybe you're going to be traveling with a fire sign in the future, and there's a yes. You're going to get some yes, or you could be the fire sign. So your heart's not open to this other person where you don't have intimacy. There's no intimacy. There's no sex between you and this person anymore, but there is a fire sign in your energy. Your guardian, your ancestors are telling you to be patient. You're not going to be alone forever. I feel like your soulmate is a fire sign, possibly. So as you're working through this challenge, they want you to be patient. They're saying don't rush into something else. Don't move out of this situation and then immediately rush towards something else that's not going to be healthy for you. That could be like there could be a health risk. If you take a risk or a gamble, if you act impulsively after you deal with this challenge, then it could end up, being a backfire, right? You could start back at square zero just with a different karmic, okay? So just be weary of that. You could have been dealing with a gold digger, okay? This person could have, this person This person you were dealing with, they're definitely in this narcissistic energy. Okay, they like to be doted on. They like the attention always on them, but they're a gold digger. You could be a water sign, or you could be, you know, dealing with a water sign, but that you're moving on from. Okay, yeah, there's a water sign that you're moving on from that's causing challenges, possibly, or you could be the water sign. Take it how it fits. Okay. So, Spirit, tell me. Let's just see. Let's see who the fire sign is. Spirit saying be patient. You could be the fire sign. Spirit saying be patient. Don't be impulsive. Give something some time. There is a big yes after some challenges. But first there's a situation where intimacy is lacking that someone's dealing with. Whether it's you or someone else, I don't know. But tell me the fire sign. Yeah, an awakening. So either you're the fire sign going through an awakening, or this fire sign is going through an awakening. Or maybe this fire sign is triggering an awakening within you. Take it how it fits. Why is intimacy in reverse? Yeah, someone who wants to be your boss. This is someone, I feel like this is someone who like has money to throw around, but they use it to manipulate. They use money and actual energy to get their way, to get what they want, and boss people around. They like to be in control of everybody else, right? So this has created a challenge, and now that you may see this person, maybe you saw them as someone that you could depend on, someone you could count on, someone that you wanted to, you know, have intimacy with in the past, but you don't see them the same way anymore. Or your person is dealing with that. Take it how it fits. But somebody here, yeah, there was some sort of ritual that was done that created the challenge, right? This narcissistic energy, whoever it is, okay, they could have done some magic to get their way with you in the past, and that could be coming out. That could be what created a challenge. You could be learning this truth through divination. What is the yes? Yeah, there's some abundance. So whoever you're enamored with, there's a lot of abundance tied to this, okay? I feel like it's got to do with a fire sign energy. Because remember, the big yes came down here. So there's a yes, there's abundance, someone that you're enamored with. After you have to face this situation where there's a lack of intimacy, right? What are your guardians saying? Be patient. Yeah, okay, Ice Queen. Your guardians are telling you about an Ice Queen energy. Tell me about the Ice Queen. Yeah, who's causing conflict. So this Ice Queen could be the narcissistic energy that's causing conflict. Okay, she's controlling a masculine energy with intimacy, or she did in the past and now it's not working. She could have done sex magic or a love spell on a masculine who, you know, he once saw her in boss energy, but he doesn't see her that way anymore. She could have been his boss at one time, or vice versa. He could have been her boss, or he could have been her boss. Take it how it fits. But there's an Ice Queen causing conflict, maybe for a fire sign who's going through an awakening. And that's why the ancestors are telling you, be patient, don't be impulsive, give something time. You're going to be traveling soon and luck is on your side. Everything is in divine timing, so just let things flow. I feel like that's what Spirit's telling you, collective, despite what sign you are, okay? Tell me about this awakening fire sign energy. Yeah, somebody's concerned because, okay, this Ice Queen knows that you're meant to be on a pathway with somebody who's either triggered your awakening or is going through their own awakening. Maybe you triggered their awakening. There's an awakening that's been triggered, and this person who's been manipulating in this Ice Queen energy that's been causing conflict is now afraid and concerned that you guys are going to get on the right path, that this ritual isn't going to work anymore, right? Whatever this magic's been done on this connection is no longer going to work because you're a healer. You've healed. Okay, you're healing from this ritualistic magic, which is also healing this masculine who's been mentally and emotionally going through it. Maybe this is the energy of the karmic he's been dealing with, and he's walking away from this person, or he's getting ready to walk away from this person. Yeah, right now that foundation's being destroyed. Okay, mature woman. You could be the mature